can never ask of your horse is this: I'm going to hang the 6-pack of beer off. I'm going to, and then expect them to be with me and not ride. It's not. They'll never get instinct to that. People do it all the time, and they can get away with it on some horses. That one you won't. And none of the rest of them deserve to be treated in a different way than that one needs to be treated. Right? It's just that they're sensitive. Because when you get it right, Delona, when you get it right there, you'll be right with every horse. He'll cause you to get it right. It's just whether you want that lesson or not. That's the question. How much you want to learn it. Because those horses require you to really learn it. But boy, it makes everything else so easy. You know, my Quincy horse, any trainer in their right mind would not have taken that horse. A, because you're risking your life every time. And that's why he went through so many trainers. But he always makes it look terrible for the first several years. Mm. You know, you're going out there to show your stuff, and then your horse is like, you're like, oh, yeah, it's me. I'm the clinician here. My horse looks worse than any horse on the property, right? I mean, it just knock you down all the time. But I kept saying, if I can teach this horse to be a partner, what will I have learned in the process? That was my goal, because I'm a passionate horse person. Like, I just want to learn about horses as well as I want to go do the trails. It was at a time in my life where I wanted to learn more with this horse. So I thought, no matter how, I'm going to try to focus on learning more with this horse. And you know what it did? I run into horses like him now, who I think, like, this guy, he's a little tiny kitten compared to Quincy. Because Quincy, if you're half a bubble off, he'd stop rear and flip over. Lay on the ground, crush you with a saddle horn. Like right now, quick like. Or bolt, if he couldn't do that. He got so good at bolting, he would rear, and I could stop him, hey? I had enough, you're not going anywhere. He goes, yeah? He would go like this, he'd do there, and he would run. I've got video. He would run past you on his hind legs. What are you going to do then? He's running on his hind legs. By the time he hits the ground, he's at a gallop. Just like that, and he was gone. If you were a little bit off. So I figured if I could learn how to develop this horse, boy, I'd learn a lot for those horses. And I have all these great teachers and them mentors I look at, like Pat Pirelli, Ronnie Willis, and Craig Johnson, all these people. But you know who really made me learn very, very most? Who made me learn it the most was Quincy. He was my greatest teacher. I used to always call him my biggest challenge, and then now I call him my greatest teacher. So, but it's not a learning curve that everybody needs to go through, wants to go through. So if you ever decide to learn on another horse, I would never judge you for that. If you said, you know what, I really want to nail this on that one, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, I'll tell you, it's just to do as much as you've done with him, and having played with him and now rode him, you've done very, very well just to get where you've got with him already, because I can feel how much there is in there. You get on that horse, you are on a horse. And to get by with what you've done, you've got a lot of skills just to do that. So be proud of yourself for how far you've came with him. And the idea of coming here, I'm hoping, is to give you a whole other toolbox full of stuff that you can just, okay, remember this thing, and remember the responsibility circle, and, Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, let's not do it through this. Let's do it on a circle. The circle is the better place. Okay? So what I'd like to do is, I just want to reset my cones for a sec, and then I'm going to have you guys do a couple things before we go for lunch. It's just a quick one, and just practice your stops without the fence. So it's going to be like a point-to-point exercise, but it's a little different. So we can, if you want to, in the meantime, you can do a few back and forth, this way and this way. Make sure don't do bumper cars. Just go for the trot. See how little rein you need. Delana, if you want to start a circle, let's get you on a circle. So I'd rather have you do circles than straight lines. I think that's more important. So I'd like you to pick a spot like here somewhere. They can stay out of the way. You just do a circle there. Is that all right there too? Okay, let's do one down there. We'll put you 12 feet off of the, 15 feet out of that corner. That's fine. And I'm just going to set something up quick, guys. We're going to go for lunch at 12:30, which is only 15 minutes, but